So today we start with the design of the robot, and important in design of the robot is that robot. um I just speak the things which probably you don't know, and this is why I'm speaking. But other things you can read from the rules. But anyway, I suppose that after last our meeting, you already start reading the rules. But nevertheless, I just put your attention on some things. For example, a robot must have certain colors, and it is not allowed any color to be on the robot. Majority of the robot must be black color. And also could be that on the robot could be some aluminum parts or parts looking like aluminum. Means that in this case, these parts can be aluminum color. And this is also allowed. Which is maybe could be some gray color parts, maybe some black color parts, but it is not allowed to have any green color on the robot. So means that it could happen that maybe you would like to repair something on the robot, and you just use some tape, some adhesive tape, or some insulation tape. And it could happen that the insulation tape will be some certain color which is not allowed on the robot. And so you have to pay attention that if you use insulation tape on the robot or adhesive tape on the robot, must be either completely colorless or black color. Don't use any blue or red or something else, because it could appear that during the game you will be requested to use blue color marking, and you already have some red color insulation tape used somewhere, but red color marking belongs to opposite team. So for this reason, in this case, you will be requested to remove this all the parts which are with the red color marking. So you should do because during the competition could be that something broken, and sometimes even I have seen the situation when one of the teams they have, for example, they have the tie around his neck for the holding the badge, and there was necessary to repair something quickly, and he just pull out his tie and quickly fix it on the robot, and then the robot sent to the game. So this could also possible that you can do this, but you have to take care about that the color of the tie which you will have next time to be in conformity with the requirements from the rules. Means that maybe don't wire the wrong color. They use just the right color, which can be used on the right directly on the robot. So besides of the these things, besides of the colors, so anyway, there are prohibited colors. These prohibited colors, they are related to the colors which you can see on a playground. For example, the green is the color of the grass, artificial grass, and white is the color of the marking on artificial grass. Means that you are not allowed to use a white color on your robot, and so these colors are not. So there is another thing, that the ball. It could appear that the ball, which you use, they have special color pattern, and you are not in advance what will be the color pattern of the ball, because it will be any official ball which could be chosen by organizers. Means that it could appear that this time they will use the ball which was last time used, for example, in World Cup in Qatar. They can take that ball as a ball which will be used in competition. And then all that colors which were on that ball, they appears to be prohibited for using on the robots. This you have to also to understand, and you also have to respect these things. Other things is how the robot, what kind of sensors we can use on the robot. Of course, this belongs to the structure of the robot, but in some cases you can maybe decide that, okay, it has two cameras, and let me put one camera to opposite direction, so they can see one camera see forward, other camera see backward. So this is not allowed because we are speaking about humanoid robots, means it must be similar to humanoid. A robot must have two legs, two arms, and one head, and maximum two cameras looking in same direction with some overlapping of the visible field. So means that, of course, each camera has some certain angle of the view for some aperture. So this aperture must come to the overlapping, and because the human has the same structure of his eyes. And also it is not prohibited to use the active sensors like ultrasonic detection, like infrared emission. Also, your cameras are not allowed to sense infrared lighting. So this is also prohibited. And because human doesn't have this type of the active sensors on his body, and this is why the same requirement related to robot. And also you are allowed to use unlimited number of the acceleration sensors. Means that you can use acceleration sensors, but in many cases, what means acceleration? Means that in many cases this is combined in one chip. They are combined several sensors together. There is gyroscope, accelerometer, and also magnetometer. So these three sensors normally they combine in one. And but human has not magnetometers. Means that the birds have magnetometers. They can sense the magnetic field of the Earth, but human cannot sense magnetic field of the Earth. So for this reason, magnetometers are prohibited for using. And what that means that technical committee can require access to the source code of the robot in order to be sure that you don't use magnetometer. It doesn't mean that they will do it, but in the rules it is already provided this kind of the opportunity for the technical committee. That technical committee can require you to show up your source code and show the place where you are blocked using of the magnetometer from the IMU. So you know what is IMU, yes? Okay. And next is communication between robots. Communication between robots can be done through Wi-Fi, but they cannot go directly to Wi-Fi. Means that they cannot emit from one robot to other robot. They can communicate through the router which belongs to the game controller of the referee. So referee game controller set up access point, and through this access point, a robot can communicate to other robot in a team through certain type of the messages, and this type of the messages is UDP. What means UDP? UDP means that this is broadcasting messages. When one robot sends the message to the network, it cannot verify that the message has been arrived. It means that this is broadcasting. I can broadcast, but I don't verify if you listen me. Yes, but I broadcast. This is the way how the robots are communicating to each other. Why this is the way? This is because you know that there is some different way of the communication, like TCP/IP. And in TCP/IP, there is verification that the message has been arrived. And but in this case, the fact that the message has been arrived in this communication could be also the back messages, where could be interference between the robots or interference between the team computer and the robots. Means that your computer, if you use, you are allowed your team computer to be linked to the network of the referee. But you're not allowed to send anything from your computer, anything to the network. But you are allowed to receive messages from the network. So it means that your robot is messaging something to the network, and you can listen this. In case if TCP/IP communication to be installed, then in this case, the message which comes from robot to your computer must be provided with the answer. And in this answer, there could be some special messages from your computer to your robot. And this is prohibited, that your computer gives some message to your robot, because through these messages you can influence to the behavior of the robot. So this is communication control. And so besides of this, there is also some other limitations in communication, that there is the band of the communication, maximum band is 1 megabit. Actually, this is very. This is only to limit to for servicing messages, to receive service messages from your robot. I believe it's not enough to send video captures from your robot. Maybe from one robot you can still receive the video, but not from all of them together. So. The robots must have also markings on their body, and the size of the markings must be a certain percentage of the profile. And this percentage is clearly described in the rules, and they are depending on the total height of the robot. And there is a certain area of the color marking. Means that in one game you will be requested to use blue color. Maybe in the next game could be requested to use red color. Means that you have to be able to quickly to detach and attach new marking. And this marking important thing is that the requirement to the area of the marking is quite high. Means that the area marking must be quite big. And so for this reason, in most cases, it's not enough just to have the one square marking on the chest, and it's necessary to add more area which will be marked. And so for this reason, there are some marking on the arms, some marking on the legs. And of course, it's not convenient for the function of the robot, but this is requirement for the area of the marking. And we have to do this. This is not our voluntary intention to do this. And it is required that this marking to be attached during the game. And it could also be that if during the game one part of the marking detach from the robot, the referee can request to remove the robot because it has not enough marking on the body. So you have to remove and back and then attach it again. So in each robot must be a number which is different from different robot, must be identified. And you can decide as a team that you will not use numbers. This is depend maybe on your team's approach to the life. Maybe you decide that numbers are not right things. Maybe the names are much better things. Then you have to give the proper names, and you should give the names which will be easily readable by the referee, because he has to identify a robot, and during the game he has to verbally sound the name of the robot, and if it could appear difficult for him, then this could be some problem. So besides of the identification on the body, each robot has also his unique number for the network. And a unique number in a network you have to receive in the very beginning of the tournament. In the beginning of the tournament, you have to, every one of your robot has to receive unique network number. And because referees, the game controller of referee sends the messages to the network, and these messages are directed to particular robot and with particular identification number, and your robot must be capable to identify the message which is directed exactly for him and react to this message, because a message could be that to stop the game, to start the game, to there could be various service messages which will be sent from a game controller to the robots. And all the movements are started and stopped according to these messages. So next is goal kick. So what is goal kick? It's very important to know this term. Sorry. So goal kick is the particular term, and you can think about, okay, goal and kick. Maybe this is kick in order to achieve the goal, but this is wrong understanding of the term. The goal kick means that the kick from the goal area. Means that kick from the goal area means that this is a goal area, and the kick from the goal area to direction to the field. Normally, the goal kick is in normal games. In normal games means that in a life, in a big football, goal kicks performed either by goalkeeper or by one of the defending players. So often before the goal kick, ball must be fixed on the ground. It cannot be in the air, and it cannot be moving. Ball must be fixed on the ground, and it must be fixed exactly on the exactly on the goal area. Sometimes, in order to be closer to the opposite goals, it is fixed somewhere here, so that after the very strong kick, could be even directly to the opposite goal. Sometimes goal is scored from the goal kick. So how the goal kick is implemented in the robots game. According to the RoboCup humanoid rules, goal kick is performed not from the goal area. It is performed from this point. It is intersection of the central line and touch line. In case if when the goal kick is performed, in case if the ball before has been moved away from the field through the goal line, and if they move from the field in the goal line inside the goal, then the goal is scored. But if it goes here or if it goes there, then it is the game is stopped and the ball is returned back to the field, and restarting of the game happening from the goal kick. And in case if the robot competitions, the goal kick is performed from here or from there, depending on which side of the field the ball has been moved away from the field. So the goal kick is performing the same way as a free kick. Why I speak about free kick? Free kick can be done in various points on the field, but free kick has certain procedures. One of the procedures that the ball must be fixed on the ground, and the free kicks can be done in two ways, with whistle, without whistle. Depending on this, the team can decide if it will be done with the whistle. And in case of the goal kick, it must be done with the whistle. So it means that also there must be respected certain distance between this point and the players from the opposite team. Means that in case if the ball has been moved through this goal line, then the ball is repositioned to this place, and the players of this side perform the goal kick from this point, and the players from that side, they have to respect certain distance to the ball. They are not allowed to come closer to the ball. This distance is described in the rules. You have to read these distances. You have to understand which kind of distance must be there. Of course, this is mostly related to programming, but for you, in case if you are a handler, you should understand why it suddenly happened that your robot is penalized. If your robot does not respect the distance to the ball, come closer to the ball, he can be penalized. It can be removed from the field, and for the 30-second penalty. Means that he has to stay away from the field for 30 seconds, then can enter again. And you should understand this, because sometimes, of course, the referee will know these things, but you have to know this as well. Otherwise, you will be disputing against referee. Why you remove my player without any special reason. Yes. Now you know that there could be reason that suddenly your robot appears by chance nearby to the ball, and maybe he doesn't like to do. Maybe he's just laying down and near to the ball, and or doing some other actions around. And then in this case, if he doesn't respect the distance to the ball, which is related to the free kick, has to be removed from the field. So, kickoff. Kickoff means that this is the way of the starting the game, and the way of the how the game is restarted after the goal is scored. So there are two type of the kickoffs. First kickoff, when the game is started, and also first kickoff when the second period is started, and also first kickoff when the extra time period is started. So this is initial kickoff. This is the way how the every periods of the games are starting. But there could be kickoff after the goal. After goal achieved with one of the teams, then the ball is relocated to the center point, and in this, and then kickoff has to be performed. Before performing kickoff, every player must return to own side of the on half of the field. So they are not allowed to stand in opposite side. In case if some robot maybe standing in opposite, maybe he lost himself and just standing there, maybe he just collide with other robot and fall down and some jam somewhere. And but kickoff time is pending to start. Then, in this case, referee is allowed to remove the player. Means that he's standing in illegal position. And after all the players occupy their legal positions, now kickoff must be performed. And do you know if, in case of kickoff performed and the ball goes directly to the goal, and whether this goal will be legal or not? Do you know? Anybody? Directly from kickoff, yes, to the goal. Okay, I tell you, I play also myself the big football on a big field with 22 players, and sometimes there are some brave players who can kick so strongly that he can go directly to the goal, and the goal will be scored. So, but in robots game, the ball will not be scored. This is the rule for the robots game. This is difference of the rules of the robots game against rules of the human game. So in human game, the kickoff goal will be scored. In robots game, kickoff goal will not be scored. So means that it doesn't make sense in kickoff try to kick directly to the goals, because in case if it happens that it will move inside the goal, then kickoff will be granted to opposite team, and so means that it is not likely to try to kick directly to the goals. The better to just kick slight, maybe make some weak kick somewhere to the side, and this will be the best solution for the kickoff in robots game. So, how to call opponent's team? This is very important to keep friendly behavior, to opponent's team, because your team and the team of your opponents, they come to the competition, and you have the of course you have temporary task to win the competition, you have temporary task to win the game, but you have big task together to make the science, because we all together, we are partners, and we are doing the science together. And so for this reason, never call them enemy. This could happen sometimes, that somebody call, oh, this is my enemy. And, this could sound very strange, very unfriendly, and very shocking. So it's important to, why I tell you, because one of our members in the team sometimes speak, oh, we play against our enemies, and so on, and then this is sounding very strange, badly. Never speak the opposing team as an enemy. Call them opposing team, that's all. The opposing player, opposing goalkeeper. This is specially formulated because there are states, in order to proceed from the human game to the robot game, we have to formulate the things more, formalize it into the digitalization. Means that we have digitalized all the things which are happening in the life. And so we have to formulate, so because we use programming after all, and we have to understand how the robot has to play. And also game states are formulated in order to formulate rules. So you will not find these things in the rules. This is different. This is already from the my experience as team leader for the robot team, and also my experience as a programmer, as a designer of the robots. And so this is why you will not find this in this book. So, but this is formalized inside of the game controller, and you have to know this in order to understand how game controller is acting during the game, because game controller is key software which is the game controller is managing the robots inside of the game. So state initial means that robots have to be positioned on the field border. Means that in the state initial, human takes their robots and bring them to the touch line to position around the border. So when the state initial finish, then immediately state ready starts. State ready means that robots move inside of the field and occupy their position by themselves. According to the rules in Humanoid League, so this they have robots must position must take their position on the field by themselves. Human is not allowed to put the robot in the playing position. He has to go himself to the playing position. And this is why state ready. This is for the state ready is formulated. And so, in case if, for example, you consider that my robot has to be goalkeeper, and the best position for him is in the middle of the goal. but my robot does not understand where the middle of the goal, and then maybe I help him and I bring the robot in the middle of the goal and just put him there. But this is illegal. In this game, this is illegal. Your robot have to go to the middle of the goal by himself, and this means that he must understand where this middle of the goal is located, and so for this reason, this means that actually the robot with bad orientation, bad localization, will not be finding the middle of the goal, and sometimes they come inside the goal, just fall down there. And this is also a legal position that they fall down inside the goal, but not for very long time. So, state ready, when state ready has certain timing, and this timing is formulated in the rules that according to the certain timing, state ready is finished, and after that, state set started. What means that finish state ready? Means that referee looks on the position of the robots. If the robots appears to be in wrong position means that robot from one side positioning appears to opposite side. Then in this case he's in the wrong position. In case he is still outside the field, it is still in legal position because he stands there. But just for reference, in human football, the player cannot move from outside of the field, inside of the field, by himself. He has to receive permission from the referee. There must be special permission to enter to the playground. He cannot do it. He cannot go away and return back. It's not allowed. If he go away, he can go away anytime. Of course, no problem. But he is not allowed to return back without permission. And permission can be done when the referee stops the game and then tell, okay, now you can go in. But he will stop the game maybe when there will be goal. And then he will stop the game until now everybody who wants to enter can enter. So leaving the field is not good behavior, yes? So, of course, in this robots game, there will be some discount for behavior of the robots from the referee. Some of the referee will accept that a robot can walk away and return back. Maybe this is not so big. Maybe he doesn't consider as a big trouble. And so, after all, state ready is finished. State set. What means a state set? That robot are waiting for the whistle. The ball is not still on the place. The ball in the hands of the referee. The referee bring the ball and put it on the central point of the field. And as soon as he put the central point of the field and he blow the whistle, then state set finish. Then state playing started. So playing happening even when so start with the playing start with whistle and stop with whistle. Means that in case if referee decide to stop the game, he blow the whistle. So any blowing the whistle stops the game. Means that after blowing the whistle, must not be any action with the balls. In the real life is the same. In case if you kick the ball after blowing the whistle, you can be cautioned by the yellow card. So never you have to immediately stop any action as soon as you listen the whistle. you are not allowed to kick the ball, especially if you kick the ball inside the goals. Means that you are intentionally ignore the command from the referee. So in any case, if you listen the blowing the whistle, you have to stop the game. So in case if a goal appears during the game, then referee blow whistle and show his hand on a central point. This means that goal is scored, and then we come back again to the state ready. We can come back again starting from the state ready. Means that robots walk back to their half of the playing field and keep a ready position. So when time of the game is over, the time of the period is over, then state finish is started. State finish can start on the game controller, and then the game controller will send the signals to the robots to stop the game. But even if the timing of the period is over, referee can add extra time. Additional time allowance can be done, because during the game there could be some circumstances when the time was wasted for something which was maybe there was some miscommunication between the between the referee and the assistant referee, and they were speaking too much things, disputing about between themselves, and this is why it could happen that the teams suffer from the delaying of the game or maybe losing the time of the game. And in this case, they can ask, okay, referee, maybe you add some more time, which was lost for the from the game. And referee has allowance by his own willing to add the time. And normally they do it after second period, because it could happen that, for example, the time has been lost in first period, but maybe in second period the time will be extended. So there are secondary states of the playing. For example, state normal means that playing normal period, and state overtime means that the state playing happening in overtime. Means that there was added more time for the game. Then state direct free kick is also, yes, please.
What's the different between state normal and robot? They're doing like the same movements.
No, state playing has different variations, and this is secondary states for the state playing. So all the states, they are related to state playing. So all the states, they are related to state playing. Secondary state.
State normal is before the extra time, right?
State normal, this is a main time of the game. Means that there are 10 minutes and 10 minutes. And this is 10 minutes of the normal time, second 10 minutes also normal time. But if they're added time, for example, maybe referee decide to add 2-3 minutes more, then this is overtime.
The program itself, what's the difference?
This is what's the difference in the program. This normally you have to play the same way, but there is difference in the scoring and stopping the time. For example, if the game happening in overtime, in most cases this means that after first goal, the time will be stopped. So then direct free kick, state penalty kick, goal kick, drop ball, penalty shoot, timeout. Also, inside the game, any one team can take timeout, and indirect free kick, corner kick, and stay thrown. So yes, please.
For the overtime, we only allowed to score once, and then that's it.
Normally, overtime happening. What is overtime? Means that probably there is equal score, and the overtime is to continue until there will be one goal achieved with one of the teams. Then, in this case, we have the game which finished with the winner. Thing is that yes, please.
Do all the robots in the field get these states? Like, for example, if it's a timeout, does only the robot that gets timed out get that state information sent from the game?
No, the game states they are formulated inside of the game controller, which is running on the computer of the referee. So the computer of referee sends the message to everyone with announcing the states of the game. So, okay, his states announce the state ready, and everybody knows that now is the state ready. And if state ready is over, then he sends, okay, state ready over. Then they have to stop. They're not allowed to move when the state ready is over. And if they continue moving, this is already infringement. And so these states, they are formulated inside of the game controller, and they are broadcasted to everyone. So they're broadcasted in network. So actually, a human from outside can see it on the game because the game controller's display is also displayed to everybody, and then the spectators from outside can see, oh, there is a state, certain state. They can see it from the game controller's display.
So, like, for example, in the case of a timeout, so one robot did something illegal, but that robot would be timed out, right? Like, they would be removed. So, would all the robots like be sent state for that?
Yes. So later I show you the dashboard of the game controller and explain you how it works. Okay. So all the states, you just I suggest you to make a photograph of this to understand, because it's easy to understand when you have this photograph. So game controller. Game controller, you can download game controller from the GitHub, install it in your computer. It is open source, and but of course without any special reason, nobody do it. And and one of the reasons, for example, why we should do it now, what the thing is that we have also virtual games, and in these virtual games also game controller is used. And I show you the game controller dashboard from the thing is that in my computer I have also this L-Zeros. L-Zeros, maybe you know, somebody of you knows what is L-Zeros. L-Zeros is the platform for the virtual competitions, and there is also a game controller is used. So I launched this L-Zeros. Here you see virtual field. This is not the same field which is used for the humanoid league. This is junior. But here is easy to see example how the game controller is used. So in the bottom we see 4 controllers for every one of the robots. And now we're waiting for the game controller. It will be coming soon. It takes some time for him to load it. Just for reference, game controller is built in a way that in one network could be only one game controller running. Cannot tolerate that second game controller to be running in the same network. And you see here we have the network of the wireless network, and in this wireless network, okay, it comes. If they're somewhere in this network happening in KU, game controller running, then this one will not start. Okay, in the left upper corner, you see game controller's dashboard. And I will enlarge it. This is game controller's dashboard. And you see here the timer. Here's a timer of the period, and here's a timer of the state. So it was same set. You see here, they already started. They already started playing. And but for us, it's not interesting how they play there. For us, it's interesting the dashboard of the game controller, how it is organized, the dashboard of the game controller. Here, from one side, there is a blue team. From our other side, there's red team. And thing is that assistant of referee using the game controller on referee's computer to manage the game. And every action who is done by the assistant referee, it is ordered from the head referee. Head referee tell him, okay, we start the game, or we penalize certain player. In case of, for example, penalization, there must be some certain reason why it's penalized. For example, pushing means that one of the player push different player, and this is why it is penalized. Then how is done? For example, I press the button pushing, and then press the button of the player who was guilty. And red one means that red one means goalkeeper. Let's look what's happened with the red one. Goalkeeper was standing here, and now he stands here. Means that the auto referee moves him from the goal to the waiting position. So, and if I press again one more time this button, then means that he's allowed to enter. but he has to wait 30 seconds there. So I press the timer of the 30 seconds, and then the timer of the 30 seconds goes. And as soon as the timer of the 30 seconds will be finished, automatically game controller will send him the signal that he can enter to the game. So means that nobody here needs to use a timer. The controller is already have this timer. So you see here the red bar is rising, means that as soon as it will be raised till the end of this controller, then the signal will be sent to the robot that he can go to the game. So same way, for example, I can decide that some of the robots is incapable. For example, if I can decide, for example, the blue 2 robot is incapable, pick up incapable. For example, some of the teams decide that their robot needs to be repaired, or need to change the battery, or need to be reloaded, and he requests pickup. Then this means that if head referee order to pick up, means that the assistant referee push this button, pick up, and then, for example, blue 2 goes to pick up. Let's see what's happened. The blue 2 is standing in the waiting position there. So after blue team decide that, okay, robot is ready to come back, then also for the pickup there's 2 timing. One timing that the team is fixing the robot, but there's also penalty for pickup. Pickup is not for cannot go without penalty. That as soon as you use pickup, your robot has to be penalized for 30 seconds, and this is additionally to your repair time. So after repairing, you tell, okay, I'm ready to send the robot back to the game, but referee tells you, no, wait, 30 seconds penalty. Okay, so every states of the game they are here can be formalized. For example, penalty kicks, direct kicks, and depending on the what's happening, these buttons are pushed, including the things like yellow cards and blue cards. For example, I can push here the yellow card to the team, to the player number 1. And here you see the yellow card. If I use yellow card second time, then it is automatically turns to the red card. Means that after red card, player must be removed. But I'm not sure that in this in this program it is implemented, removing the player from the. No, it's not implemented. In bottom we see this is the list of the commands which has been ignited last time. For example, playing, set, goal for it. They already achieved the goal. Yes, during we do something, they already achieved the goal. Okay, and now you understand how the game controller is built. The next approach to this game controller, if you really need to use it, then you have to more deeply study. Currently, I give you just an overview of the game controller. Okay, let's stop with this. And, next in our plan is watching SPL game. So thing is that besides of the humanoid league, which we are preparing to participate with, humanoid league, in RoboCup there's also SPL league SPL means a standard platform league. And in SPL League, the robots which are playing also humanoid, but they are standard robots. It means that this is not free structure robot. This is a standard robot which was bought from the one authorized manufacturer, and the teams are not allowed to repair anything inside. They only are allowed to make programming. And the SPL team is and the humanoid league, SPL league and humanoid league, they have same game controller. And the game controller has been designed by SPL team and later has been adopted in humanoid team by SPL league, and then it has been adopted also in humanoid league. So the size of the field is the same in SPL and also in humanoid. Rules are more or less the same. There are slight different in rules, but why I want you to watch the game of SPL, because this is one of the examples when I like behavior of the referee. I like how the referee is concentrated on the game, and you can look on this video how this referee is concentrated on the game, and this is good example. I'm not sure if sound is loud enough. Hopefully, yes. So, difference between humanoid league and SPL is that handlers in SPL league are also independent. For example, handler in humanoid league is the member of the team of the humanoid, but the handlers in SPL, they are independent. It means they are related to referee team. So this is here we have seen the head referee, and I like how he is doing this game. What's happened here? Red 3 collides with the blue 3, and red 3 was guilty. This why free kick has been awarded to the blue team, but red player goes across the ball very closely, and this why he penalized it. Then the next red player also goes across the ball closely, also penalize it. They are removed. As a result, nearly all the robots are clean for the blue team. This is completely, from one side, this is looking non-fair, but actually this is just a result of the correct referee action. He completely correctly penalize the robots which are infringe the distance to the ball. So now the state ready. After the goal, state ready happened. And in the left side, this is red team's field, and in the right side, blue team's field. State ready is finished. Now he ordered to remove incorrect players. Ball free. What means ball free? Means that anybody can touch the ball now, because 10 seconds after whistle pass it. So here you see the game controller display. The SPL team has a little bit better. They have two displays for the game controller. One is dashboard, and one is for the spectators. Normally, correct behavior of the head referee comes from the good knowledge of the rules and good experience. And this is why I respect this boy, who is currently playing this role of the head referee. He's playing very well his role. Important moment for all of you. Look at the socks of the people. All come with the black socks. Never bring colorized or white socks, because white sock is looking like a ball. And important that when you come to the competition, you must wear black socks. Even if happen that you don't have the black socks, you are standing without any socks. From one side, this is not nicely for the hygienic points of view, but from other side, the body color is still also color. This is not black, this is not white, and this is still color, and could be also interfered with the color of the of the players, with the color of the ball, and so on. You see the ball already nearly in the goal, but his profile is still on the line. This is why the goal is not scored yet. Why robot still attacking? Because there is still state playing. Still state playing means that there is not state ready, and this is the signal to the robot that the goal is not yet scored. Okay, I stopped this video. If you want later, I can send you this video somewhere, or I can put in some resource so that you can see. Now we proceed to the other video.
Referees and teams can get comfortable with the online inspection sheet using the RoboCup humanoid website. The weight of the robot is measured with a luggage scale or any other appropriate scale that is available on site. For measuring the height of the robot, you have to lie the plank in an upright position. To measure the height of the center of mass, a wooden plank is balanced on a roll and a balance line is drawn on the plank. The robot is put on the plank and balanced once again. The distance from the bottom point of the foot to the balance line is considered the height of the center of mass, HCOM. The length is measured from the first rotating joint, where its axis lies in a plane parallel to the standing ground, until the tip of the foot. H-head is the vertical distance from the axis of the first arm joint and the shoulder to the top of the head. The longest possible length is usually from one extremity of the foot to the opposite hand. For some robots, it might be another configuration. For the length and width of the foot, all mechanical parts below the ankle count. In this case, the back of the servo motor is used because it is behind the back of the foot. The length of the arm is measured from the first axis of the first joint of the arm. For the diameter of the cylinder in which the robot must fit in, the width of the shoulder is measured. For some robots, the measure might differ. The T markers are measured from every side. If the markers don't have a rectangular shape, the projected area is measured. This applies for kid size and teen size only. The stand-up motion has to be performed from the back and from the front with cables unplugged, unlike in this clip. In general, handlers have to request the right of picking up a robot from the main referee. If a robot is in a dangerous situation, the robot handler can request a pickup. In this situation, ends up taking a shot at his own goal. In adult size, the robot handler is allowed to touch the robot if the robot threatens to fall. Then the main referee calls for a pickup, and the handler has to remove the robot from the field quickly.
This is advertisement from YouTube.
Once a robot has been removed from the field because of a pickup or any type of penalty, it must follow a specific procedure to come back to the field. The robot is placed near the touchline, facing the penalty mark. The handler signals the assistant referee that the robot is ready to enter, and the robot starts serving his penalty. Once the penalty timer has finished, the robot can enter the field again. If the robot starts walking into the field while the penalty timer has not finished, a new penalty is given to the robot. The robot handler has to put the robot on the touchline again, and the process is restarted. In this situation, the assistant referee calls for illegal entry, and a new incapable player penalty is given. While the robot is serving his penalty, the robot handler is not allowed to touch the robot. If he does, the penalty timer is restarted. There are 6 different game interruptions: direct free kicks, indirect free kicks, penalty kicks, goal kicks, and throw-ins. They all follow a similar procedure, which is shown here for a free kick example. When necessary, the main referee calls for a game interruption by announcing the type of game interruption. In this case, he calls for a direct free kick. The robots have to freeze when the button is pressed on the game controller. The referee then places the ball at the appropriate location and calls for the start of the preparation phase. Now robots are allowed to place themselves according to the rules. Once teams are ready or the allowed time has elapsed, the main referee announces the end of the preparation phase. Robots are supposed to freeze again. If necessary, the main referee announces removal penalty for all illegally positioned robots. Once they are removed, the referee calls for the execution of the game interruption. The attacking player is now allowed to play the ball. All robots are allowed to move, but they have to respect the forbidden areas until the ball is kicked or 10 seconds has elapsed. When an offence occurs away from the ball, the main referee does not call for a free kick or a penalty kick, but only for removal penalty of the robot which performed the offence. Now, let's take a closer look at some situations that can happen during the free kick procedure. If an offender touches the ball during the preparation phase, the main referee gives a warning to the robot who touches the ball, and the game interruption is retaken. If an offender touches the ball during the preparation phase, the main referee gives a warning to the robot who touches the ball, and the game is considered as playing. always react quickly when the referee is requiring an intervention from them. When the handler starts arguing about decisions from the referee or slows down his intervention, the main referee can give him an official warning. A handler who receives 2 official warnings during a single game is banned from the game and needs to be replaced by another member of his team. In case one team estimates that refereeing has not been fair, it should not sign the game sheet and refer to the technical committee. If the teams complain about the refereeing, referees should remind them that they have this right.
This is market analyst at the Toro Academy. He's lost his voice.
The goalie has fallen near the ball. The main referee asks the handler to be ready to remove the robot without entering the field. Since the goalie is not attempting to stand up, the referee calls for table play. The handler enters the field, picks up the robot and leaves the field quickly. While the referee asks the handler to prepare for intervention, the handler keeps talking to someone near the border of the field. Since he is not cooperating with the main referee, they give him an official warning for arguing and slowing down his intervention. If the kicking robot is touched after the ball has passed the goal line, the goal counts. The robot can re-enter during the ready phase or be placed manually as a striker or a goalie during the set phase of the following kickoff. If the kicking robot is touched before the ball has passed the goal line, the goal does not count. The main referee calls for the capable player, and the game continues with a goal kick for the defending team. The robot handler has to stand approximately an arm length behind the robot. Here, the distance is considered valid. If the robot handler is too close, the referee asks the robot handler to step back. If the robot handler violates this rule again during the game, the main referee gives him an official warning. Here, the referee asks the robot handler to step back. The handler starts arguing instead of stepping back, so the main referee immediately gives an official warning. In this situation, the blue robot cannot play the ball and only hits the foot of the red robot, which leads to a free kick. In the second and third situation, both robots are able to play the ball, therefore this behavior is not considered a foul. For different stoppages that can happen during the game, the following graphics demonstrate the spot where the referee places the ball. If the ball leaves the field through the touchline, the ball is placed where it left the field. The red area marks the forbidden area for the defenders. If the ball leaves the field through the goal line outside the goal and was last touched by the defender, the ball is placed on the intersection of the center line and the touchline on the side where the ball went out. If a penalty kick is awarded to a team, the ball is placed on the penalty mark. The defenders must place themselves behind the ball. The goalkeeper is allowed to stand on the goal line.
Okay. With this, my lecture is nearly finished, and last thing I can just for curiosity of the mistake inside of the rule, and it's a quite serious mistake inside of the rule. There is also rules for the challenges, technical challenges. And inside of the technical challenges, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of the challenges. And challenge part C is formulated as goal kick from the moving ball. A goal kick from the moving ball. This is against of the rules. The goal kick is performing from the goal area, and the ball must be stationary, cannot move. But it appears later in the description of the rules that here is wrong using of the term. Goal kick, this is a term of the kick, of the restarting the game from the goal area. But actually, the person who formulated this this challenge, they did not know the term goal kick, and they use it in the wrong way. He supposed that goal kick, this is kick to the goal. But actually the goal kick itself, this is already complete term, which cannot be changed the meaning. The meaning of the goal kick is kicking from the goal area, not to the goal. So this is just for your curiosity, and means that not there are also some people can make mistake, and even in such serious document, here are the mistakes. So anyway, but thank you for listening, and hopefully you will study this book and keep this book as a handbook, and